early afternoon. We are live. I'm Andy Andrews. You joined us on the Blue Plate Special here at Wisdom Harbor Studios in Orange Beach, Alabama. We are at the Wharf, home of the world famous escalator statues. We have a studio full of people here today. You guys need to make sure that you get your picture taken on the escalator statues before you leave. It'd be worth something someday. So, I mean, these things, they look like real escalators. And, I mean, they're life-size and everything. So get your picture taken on them. Christopher and Dustin, you guys are from Texas? From Sherman, Texas. All right. And then James and Amy from Summerville, Georgia. And your little kiddos. Man, hey, buddy, how are you? These guys look great. They look great. So I saw them, they were enjoying the crab chair there. So, and Angel, all right. Hey, Angel from Heflin, Alabama. We are excited today. We've got a great show. We're gonna premiere a brand new music video for you. That is the one from I Will Seek Wisdom from the Songs of Seven Decisions. We'll do that in just a minute. Margaret Davis Haupt, hey, Northeast Mississippi. Patricia Clapp, North Carolina, you shared. Thank you so much. If you're new to us, click that notification button on Facebook and turn on your notifications on your phone. That way, when we go live, you'll be notified. Also, if you could share, we would appreciate it. Just like click that share button, share it to your page. Joseph Lombardo, good early morning to you from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. And it is 3 a.m. in the morning. Wow, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. What else can I do but listen to you? Anyway, I'm very interesting, and you suffer from insomnia. But so it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, at some time before we get out of here, just tell us how the rest of our day is going to go, since you have already experienced it. So, since it's tomorrow there. Mysterious from Albany, Georgia. And I can't make myself say Albany. I've got great friends there. I just can't make myself do it. Chris Comer, Jeff Herring, Deanna Ward, hey, from Hope, Arkansas. Hagen Mack, how are you doing in Colorado? If you're on YouTube, click that subscription button, and hi to the Twitter people with the Captain Brian Backen, and Instagram, Jen Andrews from Savannah, and Mike Schrager, he's from Texas. Just like you guys. Are y'all done on vacation? Everybody on vacation? Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're here this week. Last week it just like rained all week, so you're in a good place, good time. So Christopher Manette, glad you're here. Bucket list item check. Awesome. Billy Roberts, Paget, Blue Skies over Destin. And we've got a bunch of friends in Destin. Wichita, Kansas, Gretchen Hayes. Mr. Prater from Munford, Tennessee. You know, I guess the guy from Brisbane in Queensland, Australia is that's our farthest. Ron Reams. Are you over at Dolphin Island? It's home of the world's largest deep sea fishing rodeo, the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo. Over Dolphin Island. Ron Reams, you're probably covering it for us. Cindy Mall from Colorado. Matthew August, good morning. Little M, you ready to go? Matthew, where's Matt Jack? I don't know either. So SB's back there. We had a visitor in here today who's very exciting. It was my boy's favorite teacher of all time. And she was here, and it was great to see her. She could hardly believe the boys are both taller than I am now. Dave, you're waiting in central Minnesota. Are you waiting for me to, are you waiting for me to like do something? Okay, all right, we'll do something right now. Now, I got to tell you, before we play this video, man, the people who did this from California, I mean, these guys are just unbelievable. It's Albert Burgos and Armin Newton, and Albert is a musician. This is all original music, and Armin is a voice actor and does commercials and MCs NBA franchises, and so these guys got together after reading The Traveler's Gift and said, I mean, they didn't talk to me or anything. They just said, we got to get people reading this book, and how can we help? And so after they did these things, they contacted us. They just like sent some clips in, and we were like, what the heck? And so we were just blown away. So we talked to them back and forth several times, got the whole office, got on Zoom calls with them, and we figured out what we're going to do. And so Sean Falls says, did I just have my Jess Jones coffee? Do I seem wired? Do I seem kind of, this is my normal self. This is ADD. Gene McDonald. Hey, Gene McDonald. When are you coming down? I want to have you in person. Gene McDonald. If you don't know who Gene McDonald is, go on YouTube and just click Gene McDonald. Just put in Gene McDonald. This guy, lowest voice. I was texting last night with Joe Bonzel, who's the tenor with the Oak Ridge Boys, and I thought of you, Gene, because I know that like a year or so ago, Richard Sturban had surgery on his leg or something like that and couldn't travel with him, and so they grabbed Gene, and Gene was traveling with the Oak Ridge Boys and doing Oompa Mau Mau and everything. So, but Gene has some great stuff. If you see on YouTube, Chris Comer, you're saying my energy is a force of nature. This is just I don't know. What was I saying? The guys from California. So they did this, and now this is the second one. Okay, the first one is already out on all the streaming services. The video is out, and so this one, we're going to play it for you on the show, but it's releasing on YouTube and Facebook right after the show. We'll post it by itself on YouTube and Facebook right after the show. But there was a hiccup with the song being released on time on the streaming services. So Spotify, Apple, Amazon are all working on the issue, and we expect it to be up in the next couple of days. But until then, you can stream it on YouTube and Facebook all you want and pass it around. But here we go. I did the words, and the guys from California did the voice and wrote the music, and Little M put the video together. Wow, here we go.
Seek wisdom. Knowing that wisdom waits to be gathered, I will actively search her out. My past can never be changed, but I can change the future by changing my actions today. I will change my actions today. I will train my eyes and ears to read and listen to books and recordings that bring about positive changes in my personal relationships and a greater understanding of my fellow man. No longer will I bombard my mind with materials that feed my doubts and fears. I will read and listen only to which increases my belief in myself and my future. will seek wisdom. I will choose my friends with care. I am who my friends are. I speak their language, and I wear their clothes. I share their opinions and their habits. From this moment forward, I will choose to associate with people whose lives and lifestyles I admire. If I associate with chickens, I will learn to scratch at the ground and squabble over crumbs. However, if I associate with eagles, I learn to soar to great heights. I am an eagle. It is my destiny to fly. I will seek wisdom. I will listen to the counsel of wise men. The words of a wise man are like raindrops on a dry ground. They are precious and quickly used for immediate results. Only the blade of grass that catches a raindrop will prosper and grow. The person who ignores wise counsel is like the blade of grass untouched by the rain, soon to wither and die. When I counsel with myself, I can only make decisions according to what I already know. However, by counseling with a wise man, I add his knowledge and experience to my own and dramatically increase my success. I will seek wisdom. I will be a servant to others. A wise man will cultivate in a servant spirit, for that particular attribute attracts people like no other. As I humbly serve others, their wisdom will be freely shared with me. Often the person who develops a servant spirit becomes wealthy beyond measure. Many times a servant has the ear of the king, and a humble servant becomes king, for he is the popular choice of the people. He who serves the most grows the fastest. I will become a humble servant. I will not look for someone to open my door. I will look to open the door for someone. I will not be distressed when no one is available to help me. I will be excited when I am available to help. I will be a servant to others. I will listen to the counsel of wise men. I will choose my friends with care. I will seek wisdom.
Wow. I love it. I mean, I just love it. So what a great team effort there. Beth Goss Townsend says, what a great idea with the songs. Sent number one to your friends, and Cat Hooker. Now Catfish Hooker's inspired to make a song about us. Well, all right. Come on, Cat. You got the best name. Cat Hooker from Spring City, Tennessee. How about that? I mean, it's almost like a kind of like a bad guy cowboy name. You know who's back in town, don't you? It's Cat Hooker. John R. Smith. Hey, thank you. Sean Falls. Bam. Trevor shared. Barbara Benjamin. Heather Olson. Hey, you're a bit late today, but better late than never. Okay. There's my sister, Christy Woods. So, okay, let me just take a breath here. And we're going to get on with some stuff that I think you're really going to enjoy. I have 3 lookalike lists. 3. We're going to talk about celebrities that we have found some historical lookalikes. You know, there is facial recognition stuff. And so now they can literally take anybody and just go through facial recognition stuff, you know, through files and find some person from history that looks really a lot like you or me or you know, somebody famous. So now, roll that down a little bit. What does it say? Jen Andrews says, I know it's not, but he sounds like Carmen from way back. Yeah. But you're right, he's not. She's not. Patty Rayford, you joined us late, sitting at the tire shop. Well, this will give you something to do, okay? We're going to go have 7 historical lookalikes, and then we have some political lookalikes. Then we have some celebrities that were probably separated at birth that we'll show you. But let's look at number 1. This is Jimmy Fallon and somebody from back in time. Is that bizarre? It looks like Jimmy Fallon's guy is like from the Bolshevik Revolution. You know, I mean, he looks like a Russian mobster or something. So, Christy says to ask Steve about AI. And my brother-in-law, if you haven't seen Steve on the Professional Noticer, you can go back and look at the archives at Steve Woods. That's my brother-in-law. He's a genius. I mean, that's all I can just tell you. He's just a genius. And so but I will ask him, Christy, about AI, because I bet he can find any of this stuff. All right, next we have Jennifer Lawrence, who is a beautiful young lady. And look how oddly similar that lady from the 1800s is. Jennifer Lawrence is beautiful. She could be smiling there, but she's evidently not happy that her great-grandmother is on with her today. So, all right, now we have Matthew McConaughey. Now,
All right.
all right. I knew somebody's going to say that. All right, so look at this. That is bizarre, isn't it? I mean, it's like Wild Bill Hickok as Matthew McConaughey. All right. That is just freakish to me. In fact, because Matthew McConaughey has kind of a smirk on his face, I think the one on the right looks more like him than he does in that picture. Yeah. I think so. It's like he's in character for a Western. It's like a remake of Tombstone, starring Matthew McConaughey as Wyatt Earp. And his gunfight at the OK Corral with Cat Hooker, who's back in town. All right. Now, this is kind of an odd one. Here is Sylvester Stallone with an Italian painting. That's in a museum in Italy. So I don't know if the guy in the painting has muscles or anything, but
Looks like he's kind of got a shiner on his cheek. Maybe he was boxing?
yeah, he probably was. He probably was boxing. Hey, going down. Adrian! What are we on now? Like Rocky 42?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Okay, watch this. Eddie Murphy.
I think this is the craziest one to me out of all of them.
I mean, that is
him.
Matt Jack. Can you come give us a little Eddie Murphy? Come in here. Come in here. Watch it. This is Matt Jack. Here, just get down where we get you on camera. All right. So what can you say that Eddie Murphy would say without cussing?
Well, if you look up at that picture, it's just you just gotta squint your eyes and turn your head to the side. It looks abstract. Is that good?
That is good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here is Nicolas Cage. That's pretty. But the guy on the left, you know, the historical guy, he looks either dead. It's like he's either dead when they took his picture, or he's crazy like Nick Cage. You know, I mean, there's nobody that plays crazy better than Nicolas Cage. I'm just telling you. Have you ever seen the movie Matchstick Men? Matchstick Men, I don't know that it did a whole lot, but that is one of the best acting jobs that I've ever seen. And it's Nick Cage, and it's a con movie. Like he's a con man, and so it's, if you haven't seen Matchstick Men, find it. It's funny. It's good. I don't remember if there's any cuss words in it, but I imagine there are. So just be careful with your kids. All right, now I'm fixing to throw this one on you, Ron Reams. You think these things are amazing resemblances? I'm fixing to throw one on you that's going to blow your mind. We have a guy who looks like an Egyptian statue. Here's Michael Jackson. I mean, are you serious? Oh my gosh. That's just amazing to me. You know, when I think of Michael Jackson, I'm thinking of three people. There's three Michael Jacksons, because there's the one that sang, the little one that sang the Christmas songs, you know, and A, B, C, is yes, 1, 2, 3. That one, that was Michael Jackson. And then Thriller, that was Michael Jackson. The Thriller guy, the Billie Jean guy, you know, the bad guy, that was Michael Jackson. And then that guy was Michael Jackson too. That's the third Michael Jackson. That's the one I don't like to think about, the statue. In fact, you know how we said that the guy looked more like Matthew McConaughey than Matthew did? I think that statue looked more like Michael Jackson than Michael did. Just my opinion. Okay, now we're going with political lookalikes. We are an equal opportunity offender here on the Blue Plate Special. The show today is gluten-free, so that's good, but we are an equal opportunity offender. And so let's go in easy at first. Kevin Perkins, I'm glad you're here. You need to watch this. We're going to go in easy first with Ringo Starr and Yasser Arafat. I mean, that's a good one, isn't it? I mean, maybe there's a reason. That is amazing. That's really good. All right, now I love this one. Here's Rudy Giuliani and Colonel Klink. Dismissed. Colonel Hogan. All right, now this next one I found this one because when Polly and I were with your parents, Matt Jack, we were with Mike and Lynn Jakubik and Todd and Brenda Rainsberger and Doug and Julie Cassins, and we were in Florence, Italy. And we were going through this museum that had tons of statues. And I mean, and we're in this hallway. I bet you there were 300 statues in this hallway. But I looked at one that was kind of up in this, it was up and kind of on a corner, and it was a life-size one. And I looked at it, and I said to Polly, I said, "Who's that?" And she said, "Oh my God, it's Bill Clinton." And the statue was naked, so we knew it probably was a statue of him. So, but what? but man, I mean, whatever way you looked at it, it was like that was Bill. So, there he is. Okay, this one cracks me up, and but again, remember, we're equal opportunity offenders here. So we have Donald Trump and Chucky. They both look kind of angry there, don't they? Yeah. Oh my God. Ooh, I hated that doll. Oh, I hated that doll. I hated those commercials. Magic is fun when you're dead. I hated that. Oh, but there's Donald and Chucky. Now, equal opportunity offender, have to take one from my own state. I know this guy, and he's a great guy. But Jeff Sessions, you look like Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies right there. Jed! Oh my gosh, that is just too good. And here's the last one, equal opportunity offender. Okay, you know Jeff Dunham's puppet Walter and Joe Biden. Yeah? Yeah. I mean, Jeff Dunham, that's that kind of mean puppet, you know? And man, what a match. What a match. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to move on now to celebrities separated at birth. Now, I got to tell you, we're going to start, don't put this up yet. We're going to start with one of me. And we're starting with it because I'm barely a celebrity. And I don't really belong in this because of that. But for years, I would travel and people would say to me, "Hey, do you know, you look a lot like Larry Bird." They would say that. And I heard that so many times when my hair was lighter. I guess, well, of course, hard to be lighter than white, but it was blonde. It was blonde. And I heard it. And then I actually met Larry Bird, and I was like, wow, I look like him. I met him, maybe it was after a bad game, but he had taken some elbows to the face, and I was like, wow, okay. But then when I would travel in Canada, people would say, "Hey, you look like Wayne Gretzky." And at least he's good looking. You know, I'm not there, but at least, but I can see that. I can kind of see that. Little M, you give me a thumbs up on that? Yeah? Okay. All right. So now, moving along with the celebrities separated at birth. These are my top 6. Number 6, Jeff Bezos and Dr. Evil. Yeah. Yeah. You know, Jeff Bezos, he get divorced? Didn't he get divorced? He did. And Bill, who's Microsoft? Bill Gates. Bill Gates got divorced. Now I'm gonna tell you something. If Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, they're the 2 richest men in the world. If they can't keep a woman happy, there's not much chance for you and me. I'm thinking. Okay, how about this? Bono and Robin Williams. I mean, that's good. I mean, that's got the hair. I mean, the glasses are obvious, but that's got the hair. Look at the shape of the mouth. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. Okay. Now, this one, I don't know if my wife is watching today, but this is going to get her because this is one of her favorite people and another one of her favorite people. And I don't know that she knows that they look alike. Okay, but here is Chris Christopherson and Jeff Bridges. That's pretty close. Jeff Bridges on the left, that is the best Rooster Cogburn. I mean, have you guys seen the new True Grit, the remake? Because that one is the best. And then Chris Christopherson, you know, he may be the most accomplished songwriter there is. So, I mean, he just did so much stuff. But there they are. All right, now, this is the final 3. Final 3 here. Number 3, this is a personal friend of mine. And I put this together because I recognized this a while back. And I knew if I was going to do this show, I had to put him on here. And I hope he's watching. I haven't seen his name come across, but I hope he's watching. Here is Mark Lowry and the old man from Up. I mean, that's got it, doesn't it? That's got it. Yep, that's got it. Okay, we're going to number 2. Now, number 2 may be the weirdest looking one of all of them. And before you put it up, I'm going to tell you who one of them is, because he's in a character. But one of them, before you put it up, one of them is Don Knotts. Okay, you remember Don Knotts? There's Barney Fife on the Andy Griffith Show. Okay, but he also played Mr. Limpet it was an animated movie that started off with live action, and then he dove into the sea and he became a fish, and it's The Incredible Mr. Limpet. And if you haven't seen that, or your kids haven't seen it, you need to get that. That just Limpet and Mick Jagger. It doesn't look like either of them are getting much satisfaction there. But And here is my number one. And I'm putting this as my number one, not necessarily because it is the best looking one. Cat Hooker says Mr. Limpet is one of his all-time faves. But this one actually fooled me. I saw, and so don't put it up yet. Don't put it up yet. All right. I saw this picture of Don McLean, who wrote American Pie and did American Pie. And he wrote and recorded Vincent, Starry, Starry Night. Just a genius guy. And I saw, he's aged like we all do, and I saw this picture of Don McLean a few months ago, and I thought, I literally thought it was a friend of mine. And I thought, what's happened? Because it was in the news, right? And so I created a little thing, a side-by-side thing, and was just amazed. Well, the other day, here in the studio, that picture of Don McLean came up some way, that same picture, and Matt said, "Is that?" And I said, "No, it's not." But here, so that you can see what we were seeing, here is Don McLean and Bill Gaither, separated at birth. We saw that picture on the left, and I thought it was Bill. But, Bill, if you're watching, you look a lot better than Don McLean. Don McLean, Bill is like 84, and I think Don in that picture is 43. So Bill has aged a lot better than Don McLean has. Well, you guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. We have really enjoyed this, and we're going to be back. We're doing next week one blue plate. It'll be on Wednesday, and so one blue plate on Wednesday, and I'm going to come out and say hi to you guys, but all of you guys all across the world, I appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you being a part of this. And so, thanks, and we'll see you next week.